All right, it's Hobbit, and we are celebrating not only the Little Rock Marathon, but the Olympics. And I decided to just put on all the medals that I have earned at the Little Rock Marathon races over the years, just to give you a visual of how they've gotten larger in size. This one was the first relay medal, and then that was last year's marathon medal. And they don't trust me with this year's marathon medal, so you don't get to look at that one. But Gina and Geneva already showed you that. We had, okay, we're like less than 2 weeks away from the marathon, or the half marathon, or the 10K, or whatever you're doing on March the 1st and 2nd. So there's some things that everybody's kind of stressing about besides the taper. If you're tapering, keep tapering. Don't try to do the 12-mile run that you missed back in November. That's over, that's done, you're tapering. Put your feet up and rest. That's what we want you to do. Last night we had our final training meeting in which we tried to answer every question anybody could possibly come up with. I think we did a pretty good job, but I want to tell everybody, first of all, you should have received, it's hard to move in this, you should have received this race booklet in the mail, and if you will peruse this, it should answer just about all of your questions. And please do not email us, what was that, page 15? We know that on page 15 it says no expectations instead of no exceptions. We already know about that, so you know, spell check didn't catch that. But if you will look at this and read it, it has a lot of good information. It's got maps where you can park. It shows you the start line, the finish line, the race routes. So really get familiar with this, and that should answer most of your questions. If you did not receive this, they should have it online next week on the website. So again, look at this, get familiar. One of the biggest questions, we have had a lot of questions last night about the early start. We are really trying to crack down on the rabbits that start at 6 o'clock in the morning and don't need to start at 6 in the morning. This year we are really trying to kind of nip that in the bud, so to speak. If you do not need 6+ hours to do the marathon, please, please, please don't come out there and try to start at 6 o'clock. Everybody that is starting at 6 o'clock has been approved, and just because you want to get home early, or you want to drive, you want to do it fast and then drive home right after you finish, I'm sorry, we cannot let you do that. It's not safe. The race course is not closed to vehicular traffic until the 6-hour pacers at the 6 o'clock start get there. So if you jackrabbit in front of all them, you'll be out there in the dark by yourself with no volunteers to tell you which way to go, nobody to hand you water, nobody to tell you, yay, good job, you know, all the stuff that you need. Please, 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 if you don't need the early start, don't try to take it. When you come to the expo to pick up your packets, remember, if you are running or walking in the 5K on Saturday morning, you need to pick up your packet on Friday. There is no race day pickup before the race. So even if you're doing the Sunday race also, if you're doing the Saturday race, come see us on Friday so that we can give you your packet, your chip, your everything. We really like for our volunteers, when they give you the packet, to go through it with you to make sure that everything that you're supposed to have, if you had a pasta, a perks tent, a post-race party armband, that all of that is in there for you, and it's your responsibility to kind of help them with that and make sure that you leave the packet pickup with everything you're supposed to have. It's a lot easier to fix it right then when you come to pick it up if there is a problem, than for you to get back to your hotel and look in there and go, oh, well, I needed 2 of whatever and I only have 1. So be sure to go through that. Try to come to I know a lot of people like to run in and run out of the expo. It's kind of like going to the bank. If you can do it and not be in a hurry, it's a lot better experience for you, because I don't know about you, if I'm in a hurry at the bank, I get there and there's 50,000 people in front of me and they all want their balance, and then they need to have somebody look up their account number, and it's always just a big hassle. Same thing with the expo. If you're in a hurry, it always seems to go slowly. If you've got plenty of time, it's a great experience. And we want you to look through around our vendors and look at all the other races that are there trying to get you to come to do their race, which Won't be as good as ours, but you know, still, it's good to go talk to them and look at different places, because some of us really like to travel around the country, and if you're coming here, I guess you like to too. Another thing that I've been hounding my people that train with us here, and I'm going to hound you because I can, because I am able to.
Because you care.
But because I care. That's it. Because I care. Nothing new on race day. Nothing new, nothing new, nothing new. You've been training in certain clothes, you've been training in certain shoes, you've been training with certain Body Glide or Vaseline or whatever. You will overhear all kinds of stuff at the expo about, oh, well, you know, my best runs are when I have 15 cups of grapes and a tangerine before I go out and run. And if you haven't trained with that and you haven't done it, don't listen to that. That may really make your race fast between porta potties, which is a good time to tell you about porta potties. There will be porta potties at the start when you're milling around waiting for your corral to get in your corral and take off. And there will be porta potties about every 2 miles at all the aid stations. You should have bathrooms. So please use those just because you need to once in a while, not because you ate 15 cups of grapes and a tangerine. That's not good. And as you've probably heard, security is going to be a little tighter this year, and we will have at the expo, we should give you a clear bag as your drop bag or your gear check bag. That is the one you need to use. They will not accept backpacks or you know, your sack that you got for Christmas that's got all the sparkles on it or anything like that. They're going to want you to use that clear plastic sack bag. I guess I shouldn't call it a sack. Anyway, if you have questions that you can't find the answer to on the website or in the booklet, you can always email me. My email address is on the website, littlerockmarathon.com, Hobbit Singleton. I'll be happy to tell you the answer, make up an answer, or find out the real answer for you. And Tom and I will be working packet pickup and registration at the expo, and I hope you come by and say hi. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.
No, wait. Give us a good jingle first.
A jingle?
Jingle.
You get that red light still on.
Now I'm just being
Turn it off. You're just being that way. Now you're just being that way.